Good morning, everyone. So before I start, I'll be showing you a photograph and I will be asking you questions. So here it is. What do you guys see? Yes, that's great. Very nice observation, guys. So, as you can see, there is one teacher and there are 4 students, which is obviously have different age level, age gaps, or grade levels. And as well as you could see 3 different problems, mathematical problems that have different difficulty levels. So, what do you guys think could be my topic for this video? Any suggestions or any ideas? So that's just a preview about my discussion or my topic, which is teaching multi-grade class. So, hi again and good morning to each and everyone. I am Lea Carla Degenion and I'll be your speaker for today. So, what is multi-grade class? First, multi-grade class is, have 2 or more grade level in one classroom. It is also called multi-age group. It is which is commonly described as a mixed age group in which the teacher or the facilitator is intentionally blending 2 or more grade levels to improve their learning. So why does multi-grade class exist? There are 3 reasons why does multi-grade class exist. First, it is organized as a matter of necessity for outlying barangays where the number of pupils enrolled is insufficient to form a single class and assign the requisite instructor to each class. Second, the distance of the barrios and small number of students in each class. So it could not be barrios, or the term barrios or poroks for some other locations in your locations. Lastly is the shortage of funds, teachers, and school building. So what are the roles of a teacher in a multi-grade class? So guys, you have already know that the teacher must be flexible in different many ways. So the teacher is acting as a teacher. They are the one who guides the students to learn and develop their self and their academic development. The teacher is acting as a facilitator. They are the one who are making sure that the class is productive in their everyday classes, and there are still a lot of responsibilities as a facilitator. Next is a teacher is acting as a material designer. They could be as an action researcher. They are acting as a planner, as an evaluator, and as well as a contact with the community. While doing a research about the multi-grade class, I have encountered this research study which examines the classroom strategies of the 10 multi-grade teachers of East District of Tucuran, Zamboanga del Sur in the Philippines. The research environment has numerous remote elementary schools. It has 6 multi-grade schools in which all teachers were handling 2 grade levels. Nevertheless, the results of this study informed that the classroom strategies of multi-grade teachers in Zamboanga del Sur, Philippines includes the following. So, first is a classroom management, collaborative learning, using differentiated instructions, connecting the teaching real-life situation, integrating in teaching, and lastly, flexibility of the teacher. In this research study, the researchers also found out that despite these limitations and challenges that the teachers and pupils have encountered in multi-grade school or multi-grade class, they strive hard and try their best to be meaningful and productive. These are the several successful techniques that these multi-grade teachers used to enhance the abilities and the skills of the learners that brings them to compete in the big schools. There are a lot of good things that came out precisely the classroom strategies of multi-grade teachers. Therefore, multi-grade teaching can be more beneficial to learners when they apply strategies that promotes the interest of the learners. There are classroom strategies or management that the teacher in multi-grade class applied. There are 6 actually, guys. So first is students thrive on routine. Establishing a distinct classroom routine with your students helps them to know exactly what to expect. The ability to anticipate the structure of your lessons and the expectations you hold could be cultivate a productive working atmosphere. This doesn't mean that implementing a strict routine, but simply a clear instructions to your classes that students can easily understand and follow. Next is the positivity and reward. So if you guys are dealing with disruptive behavior in the classroom, it can be easily focused on the students exhibiting negative actions. However, adopting a positive mindset and highlighting students with a good behavior can be an effective way to encourage others to conform. Praising individuals who excel and celebrating hard work, especially among those students with lower academic abilities, can also stimulate your students to become more diligent in their studies. By rewarding those who put extra effort in their works, you can create a positive working model whereby students are motivated to try their best in all activities that they are tasked to do. It is inevitable that some students are acting different way or like misbehaving in a class. By that, there are also students that have good academic performance as well as behaviors. So those students should be, you will give them credit or a praise so that other children that are not doing so well, they can be motivated and they could say, I will be like her or like him. I will also study hard so that teacher will praise me, so that teacher will reward me something. So instead, they will trying their best to be a good student and act very well in the class. The third one is clear rules and boundaries. Although being personable with your students is important, it is also important to have a distinct rules and boundaries. Disruptive behaviors needs to be managed because every student should be given an equal opportunity to learn. It is also essential to follow through on the disciplinary statements you assert because this reinforces your authority and discourages misbehavior. Through being consistent, you highlighted that negativity actions will cause undesirable consequences, which enables you to manage students' behavior effectively. For an example, in a classroom, you will set a strict rules that makes the other students listen. Just like listen attentively when others are talking. Sit sensibly on your chair and value everyone's opinion in a positive attitude or in a positive reinforcement. Also, involve your students in creating the rules and make everyone accountable. So, you will ask the students to help you create so that the students would also feel the responsibility and be accountable of the rules that they have decided to do in the class. Third is practice what you preach. Be a positive role model and demonstrate how students should behave in your classroom. Students learn from your actions and words. Therefore, you need to offer a positive example to them to follow. If you want students to respect you, then you need to show them a respect that they are deserving too. Always listen to their ideas and ensure that every student knows they are a valued member of the class. Endorsing inclusivity encourages good behavior because students are less likely to disruptive due to the feeling of neglected. So you should always include your students and make them feel that they are valued and they are important in your class. 5 is students' voice. Give your students the power to openly express their ideas and make their own choices. Valuing students' ideas not only enhance your lessons with fresh ideas, but can develop students' self-esteem and confidence. Students' feedback can also be a useful method for encouraging students to develop their own opinions and think critically. Understanding that everyone's opinion matters heightens the students' respect for both you as a teacher and their peers, which is an important part of effective classroom management. So lastly is fun and engaging. Learning is fun. Learning is fun. It is so to excite your students with interactive classroom activities and practical investigations. When students are engaged and excited to learn, that they are more likely to concentrate and work hard. Why not try new education technology new education technology? For an example, you could also use Quizlets, flashcards in the computer. It is a great tool that enables you to test your students on any subjects with fun classroom team games. Overall, in a multi-grade class, there should be an effective classroom management that takes time and hard work because not every student will respond actively. You could encounter difficulties, especially with those students that are misbehaving. However, through committed and consistency, you can cultivate a positive working atmosphere where students respect one another and learn efficiently. I hope you guys understand very well and learn something about my discussion today. I hope you put those strategies in your hearts and minds. Thank you for listening and have a great day, everyone.